In this week's Cyberpunk 2077 news, Mateusz Tomaszkiewicz, Quest Director for Cyberpunk 2077, received an official samurai jacket for his 10th anniversary working at CD Projekt Red. This jacket may only be available to CD Projekt Red employees, but it does indicate samurai jackets officially do exist. Personally, I think it would be cool to have the samurai jacket, whether as part of a Cyberpunk 2077 collector's edition similar to the Devil May Cry 5 Ultra Limited Edition, or to buy one from the upcoming official CD Projekt Red store. Let me know in the comment section if you are also interested in getting a samurai jacket. Quite a few subscribers have asked whether or not CD Projekt Red may release some new information on January 10th, 2019. These rumours originally stemmed from the date correlation between a beep tweet made by the official Cyberpunk 2077 Twitter account on January 10th, 2018, which marked the 5-year anniversary of the release of the initial Cyberpunk 2077 teaser trailer. While this is certainly wishful thinking, one needs to consider all the evidence. Yes, the beep signaled the return of Cyberpunk 2077 to Twitter, but it did not provide any new information on the Cyberpunk 2077 game. Secondly, when putting together this narrative, many commentators seem to omit that the first tweet the Cyberpunk 2077 Twitter account made was actually on October 18th, 2012, which indicated when the official Cyberpunk 2077 website went live. Despite being a notable event, there was no anniversary information on October 18th this year. In addition, CD Projekt Red uploaded an interview with Mike Pondsmith on January 17th, 2013. Does that imply we should expect something on January 17th, 2019? The list could go on and on. Personally, I am not expecting anything from CD Projekt Red on January 10th, but if new content does become available, naturally I will cover it for you. CD Projekt Red confirmed for now the only way of traversing through Night City, aside from travelling on foot, is through an array of cars and motorcycles. This does not exclude other options such as the Aerodyne. For example, the AV4 Aerodyne is popular with the Trauma Team, and it is possible the Trauma Team vehicle from the recent Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay demo was an AV4, which the player could use. My subscriber Q&A this week was inundated with over 60 questions on a street rat orgy taking place in the combat zone that involved fake news, a clickbaiting YouTuber, and fraudulent websites. It seems that when some street rats are not regurgitating old news, others were engaged in nefarious activities such as setting up a fake Cyberpunk Red website to deliberately deceive fans. Cyberpunk Red is the next installment of Cyberpunk 2020 by Mike Pondsmith and Saurian Games, and it will provide additional content for the thematic path from Cyberpunk 2020 to Cyberpunk 2077. The fake website initially had a countdown timer which ends on January 10th, most likely to play on the recent rumours of new information coming in January. Shortly afterwards, it changed its message to content removed at the request of a multi-dimensional extraterrestrial being. After talking with my chumbas at Saurian Games, they confirmed the website was indeed fraudulent. Saurian Games later released an official statement on their blog addressing the issue. The street rat responsible for the Cyberpunk Red website apparently created it in an attempt to sell the domain name to Mike Pondsmith and Saurian Games for some quick eddies. Suffice to say, Chumba, you don't want to screw with Maximum Mike. Please support Saurian Games by following their official media accounts if you are interested in Cyberpunk Red. Likewise, if you see something questionable, you are welcome to contact me, and I can always check for my sources at Saurian Games and CD Projekt Red. Now, the notorious plagiarizing street rat with a necrophilia fetish, currently plying their trade on the streets of Night City, was highly active this week, regurgitating old news on a myriad of topics, including apartments, weapons, optimization, cyber ninjas, romance, and killing NPCs. Suffice to say, Chumba, all this information is simply being taken from old interviews from June, August, and early September. I will quickly break down their latest clickbait news video for you to give you an insight into the street rat's modus operandi.
I'm the party pooper.
They have plagiarized an article from WCCF Tech, which was published on August 29th. This article involved an interview with former Cyberpunk 2077 Associate Design Director Kyle Rowley and Cyberpunk 2077 Senior Quest Designer Philip Faber. Kyle stated that you can have strong solos that can be made into tanks with big weapons, or you can be like Major Motoko Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell, which he described as a Cyberpunk 2077 equivalent of a Cyber Ninja. The topic of Cyberpunk 2077 alternate timeline confirmed by Mike Pondsmith was taken from a Segment Next article which was published on September 7th. This article was based upon the seminar Mike Pondsmith and Art Halsorian Games did at PAX West 2018. That seminar was uploaded to YouTube on 6th of September. Concerning romances, this information came directly from an article titled Cyberpunk 2077 and Diverse Relationships in Both Sexuality and Complexity, which was published on 15th of June by VG247. In the interview, Cyberpunk 2077 Senior Quest Designer Patrick Mills stated that Cyberpunk 2077 will be similar to The Witcher 3 with regards to romances, but with more diversity. With Geralt, there was a character whose sexuality was very well defined by Andrzej Sapkowski's novels and previous Witcher games. But in Cyberpunk 2077, it will be up to the player to decide. There will be gay, bisexual and straight NPCs for thee to interact with. Another article titled Cyberpunk 2077's gangs won't just be comic book villains was published on August 4th by comicbook.com. This news article is nothing more than a duplicate report of an interview by the official PlayStation magazine with Stanisław Świecicki, a writer at CD Projekt Red. Stanisław commented that CD Projekt Red do not want Night City gangs such as the Maelstrom, seen in the Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay demo, to be comic book-esque villains. They are not abominations that decided for almost no reason to put cyberware in themselves. Cyberpunk 2077 is a dark, dangerous world, and some people are not able to make it into the megacorps, or simply do not want to join a corporation. It's a human need to seek identity, and some people just gravitate towards the gangs. It touches upon a universal feeling we all have, the need to belong to a group. As you can see, Chumba, there was no new information, and this is nothing more than deliberate clickbait once you recognize where all the sources originate from. This is another fine example why one must always remain vigilant when dealing with street rats in Night City. Concerning Cyberpunk 2077 lore, the Cyberpunk 2077 community manager Emilia Kowat reiterated what I've said previously, that while it is nice to have an understanding of Cyberpunk 2020 in preparation for Cyberpunk 2077, she said delving into Cyberpunk Red may be more beneficial. However, Emilia stated that at CD Projekt Red, story is king, and one will not have to know the lore from Cyberpunk 2020 as CD Projekt Red will walk you through it. Either way, I am rather intrigued to see how Mike Pondsmith will resolve the aftermath of post-apocalyptic events depicted in the Firestorm series of sourcebooks through Cyberpunk Red, so we'll cover it when it becomes available. I'm Kazuliski, and I hope you found this Cyberpunk 2077 news update to be informative. If you are interested in additional Cyberpunk 2077 content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Likewise, if you have a topic or question you would like me to cover, feel free to leave suggestions in the comment section or contact me via Twitter. Thank you for watching.
Ships are passing.